Yo guys, today's video is going to be for my prospect, who I'm not going to say the name, but has some questions about what I do, but they think my thing is really promising. So maybe the questions like, how does it work? What do you do exactly? How much it costs? What's your guarantee? Who have you worked with? What results have you generated? What's your website? Have you worked with X, Y, and Z niche before? So in this video, I'm going to go excruciatingly detailed explanations about these questions about 4 stages. Stage number 1, who is this exactly for? Stage number 2, how does it work? Stage number 3 is the pricing guarantee. I'm going to show you the exact price I have for this product and my guarantee for this. And stage number 4 is the testimonials. Now I must express this, that you shouldn't watch stage number 2, 3, or 4 if you're not the type of person who is this exactly for. So please watch this firstly, and after that only go to the next stages. So let's just go into the first stage, like who is this exactly for? The B2C coaches and info product sellers who either suffer from having no traffic, good engagement but no sales, inconsistent lead flow, or just really having the no conversion. Okay, that's what we call the no conversion. And this leads to having no clients or very little cash flow, leading to frustration, because how can you be certain about what you're doing of this uncertainty of having little or no cash flow in your business? And the stress, the anxiety this little cash flow or no cash flow creates, because you're not living the dream life you dreamt about when you started this creator, this personal brand, or this info product selling business, or this coaching business. So either you're this type of person, or you're a B2C coach or info product seller who wants to diversify from different platforms, or they want to replace throwing money on ads, or they want higher quality leads than from shorts, or had enough of chasing virality and trends, and they are literally looking to scale to 30 to 50K a month. So they have freedom, they have time, money, and location freedom, so they can finally enjoy what they really want to do in their lives, or be really unchained, because right now with this type of money, with 30 to 50K a month, you don't have to obey to anyone, and you can be free, enjoy your time off, and just live the life you have already dreamt about. And so you're either this type of person who really suffers with no clients or little cash flow, or just really looking to branch out for a different platform like YouTube to go to 30 to 50K a month. And just as a quick example, Joachim was on a no conversion land. We implemented the third pillar of the process, which I'm going to show you in a minute, and we reached that from every 100 views, we got 1 client. So if you have just simply a product which is $1,000, if you got 1,000 views, that leads to 10 clients, 10K cash collected. This is due to our third pillar. Also, Badejoh right here, he had inconsistent lead flow. He wanted to diversify from IG because the leads from IG are not that great, okay? And we implemented from step number 1 to step number 5 everything, and we reached that we got 500,000 views, 50,000 subs, and 20K cash collected on just 1 launch. And also right here, Seth Dyer, he had no traffic, no conversion land, and he really wanted high quality leads for his 3K ticket product. So what we did is we implemented everything from the first step to the third one, and we reached the point that he had a 10% conversion rate on a 1K product, which is a step-in product in his whole value ladder, and we reached that we are getting really high quality leads, and thousands of them for his $3,000 worth coaching. And so our promise to you is that we will forever eliminate your fear from zero view jail and no conversion land, and build you a YouTube inbound system that consistently and reliably attracts high paying clients. Now the question is, how do we exactly do that? So that's when we go to these pillars. We have 5 pillars. So how does it work? How do we do it? And what do you do exactly? These are the questions. This is going to be a 5-step process on how we are going to generate you extra 10 to 50K per month from just YouTube in about 16 weeks, so you can finally enjoy freedom, either if you have no clients or you want to scale to 30 to 50K a month. And we have these exact 5 steps. You're going to go through them each one by one. So let's start with the success hub. Because firstly, 99% of creators make one big mistake. They don't have a clear structural type to seamlessly create content and grow their business. And this leads to losing time and energy and stacking stress, because you don't know in which notes app you wrote down your latest content ideas and what piece of content is in what stage of the creation journey, or what are literally the necessary steps to grow your business. And this doesn't mean that you're just losing time and energy, but also creators who do this feel like that every new piece of content is like shooting in the dark and hoping for virality. And that's why the very first thing we do is give you a success hub that you can use right away to make content creation seamless and win back hours of your time to save crucial hours and energy to either spend to grow your business or to spend time with your family. So ultimately, you can grow your business and make the biggest impact possible in the most time efficient way. And finally, you're going to feel fulfilled. Okay? So this is the first step. This is how exactly our success hub looks like. Here you can see everything is written down. Here you have a clear structured system that you can use right away to get really good into a really good flow. Exactly, Seth Dyer mentioned to us that, hey guys, thank you so much for all this, because content creation right now is nothing, just a piece of cake. Okay, so this is the first step. And let's go to the next one. This is what we call foundational SOPs. Now, what I mean by that? Now, you know how earlier I mentioned that maybe you're not getting enough traffic, or it was inconsistent, or you're just really not getting enough traffic overall. And so even if you're getting traffic, they're not really converting, and that makes you feel stuck and frustrated, so you don't know actually what to do. Well, once we get the first pillar down, the second thing we will do is implement the foundational SOPs into your content creation system, because YouTube is a numbers game. The more high quality content you create, the bigger your chance of blowing up and getting in front of your dream ICP is. And the only thing we can control is the algorithm. So when you decide to start working with us, in about 24 to 48 hours, we implement all of our SOPs, that have already generated millions upon millions of views and generated upon thousands of dollars. SOPs from idea generation, titles, thumbnails, call to actions, literally everything that's required for you to push out your content to get views, clicks from your dream ideal prospects who will then easily turn into high paying clients. So even if you're a complete beginner, the SOPs we will provide makes the success of your YouTube channel a numbers game. And not like a 100-kilometer run that's almost impossible for a complete beginner, which will ultimately allow you to win back crucial hours. Instead of, handpicking every single information to succeed, you can just simply create the content and finally give back time for those who have already supported you on this journey. Now, all of this to say, the key part is really having the right system in place that allows you to play in the YouTube arena and eventually win the battle. The third one is conversion mechanism. Now, most of the B2C coaches in the industry make this very big mistake, channeling all attention away from the platform into outdated funnels. And there is two reasons why this is a crucial and a critical mistake. Firstly, the platforms hate it when you direct attention away to third-party sites. Secondly, it's not 2015 anymore. We are in a trust recession. When a viewer sees an opt-in page or a sales page, their guard goes up and they don't trust you anymore. So what happens is that you're not only struggling with converting the viewers whose trust is already gone because they have been burned so many times before, but you're also fighting against the platforms who wants to retain all viewers, meaning that you either get shadow banned or just less reach over time. So because of this, the first thing we do is implement conversion mechanisms into your brand. Add Trojan VSL, or on other names, organic VSL, and the live sales environment, so that you can get exponential results from the platform and viewers will be literally begging you to become your client, allowing you to finally stop wasting endless time on sales calls or anything like this and let your content assets generate you the sale, which will ultimately allow you to have more freedom so you can break free from the daily struggle. So this is the third step, the conversion mechanisms. And let's go to the fourth one, the sales cycle. Now, this thing I'm going to say to you may piss you off, even though that's definitely not my plan. If you sell just one product, let's say a coaching or just a product, you're doing it completely wrong. And let me explain why. So if you have one product and you run just a promotion, and hypothetically 50% of your audience buys it, and you're like, oh my God, I'm so happy, everything's so good, oh my God, you make a lot of money. Okay, but listen, next month you run another promotion and literally you have only 50% of your audience who would maybe, and I must emphasize this, maybe buy your product. because literally the other half already bought, so they have no reason to buy again. And we both know that whatever happens, just only one part of your and our audience buys. And if we empty that tank, then you have to again, and I say again, run after new clients, which again leads to overwhelm, stress, and feelings of uncertainty. So that's exactly why we implement our sales cycle, which is not a new product, but a method to continuously sell your expertise to your already existing leads and clients. Think about it this way. It's a 5-day cohort that will relaunch every 4 weeks to either get new clients in that we can potentially upsell to your high ticket offer, or a new product that your already happy client base can buy from you to learn more from you, selling your expertise, which they have no reason not to do if they are already satisfied. So this sales cycle, which will allow you to extract more value per prospect, ultimately allows you to make more money while having to chase less than before, which will ultimately allow you to get more free time back and enjoy more your time off. And this is why sales cycle is really, really important. Now, as the last step, this is the one-on-one sessions. Maybe you already have bought courses. You have already experienced high-ticket coaching programs. And you and I both know that one-on-one sessions is not a part of it. So it's really not tailored to your situation, your target audience, and your niche. They just really give you, this is the information, just go in, that's all. When I was doing this, when I was in courses, in high-ticket programs, do you know what I felt when I was doing this? That I was literally just a number on a spreadsheet. That's all. When I was winning, everyone was like, yeah, let's get a testimonial, Robert, let's go. But when I was in the trenches, losing, no one literally gave a fuck about me. Sorry to say this, but that's literally what happened. So that's why the last, but maybe the most important step in our process are the weekly one-on-one sessions, because creating content has a million moving pieces. That's why it's important to always, and I say always, analyze and get feedback from multiple sources, especially experts. So even if I would give you all the systems right here, right now, you could still mess up with them, because with systems, inefficiencies pop up, and that's exactly why we go on those one-on-one sessions, which will ultimately allow you not to just grow to 10 to 50K a month in 16 weeks, but either go more further, because YouTube is just a numbers game. So you can finally literally enjoy your hard labor and make as much money as you literally desire. And this is why one-on-one sessions are really, really important. Okay, guys? So this is the 5-step process we're going to go through exactly in order to get you from that either no clients or really just wanting to diversify to generating extra 10 to 50K a month from YouTube just purely. Okay? So that's how we're going to do it. Now, the question becomes how all of this is going to be delivered. Well, this is a done for you and done with you program. Some parts are done by you and some parts are done by us. And this is how it's going to be delivered. And question becomes, what happens, Robert, when I join? So let me explain. When your payment is going to be processed and the contract is going to be signed, that's done. In 24 hours, you're going to get access to your own Success Hub, clearly created for you and your desired outcome, aka where you want to go. Now, when that's done, in 24 to 48 hours, we are going to give all of the systems which are important after you have filled one part in this whole entire Success Hub, because that's what we need in order to align our system specifically to your target audience and your niche. Then, from 2 to 6 weeks from there, we are going to implement the organic VSL and the live sales environment after we have started generating more traffic. And from there, in the 6 to 12 weeks, after we have all those conversion mechanisms, we are going to implement the sales cycles to continuously start getting more money in the bag. And throughout this whole thing, which is 16 weeks, but the last part for here is 12 weeks, because the last 4 weeks is going to be just finding all the inefficiencies and really solving them. So we can simply just give this whole thing for you and we don't even have to tag again if you just don't like us, which surely is not going to be the thing, because we're going to get you so many results because of our guarantee. With the one-on-one sessions, when you decide to join in 24 hours, you can literally book your first call to that specific week. And the other thing which is really important is that the second and third and fourth pillars are going to be our main points where you're going to iterate, because all of our systems we are going to place into your brand is going to be only a foundational one. And as we go on those one-on-one sessions, we are going to simply build on it to continuously attract your target audience, your niche, and make you a heck lot more money. So that's exactly what is going to happen when you decide to join. Okay, but then the question becomes, Robert, what is the price and what is the guarantee? So let's cover in excruciating detail how much it costs and what's your guarantee. Now, the price of the investment, I have to be literally transparent with you because the price is completely customized to you. Now, this is not just a bullshit thing which I'm going to say. It depends on what you actually need. We have a set price from the entire program, which I'm going to give you right now, but that's not always a 100% fit for everyone. So we go to a sales call. We try to understand what's your specific problem and align from these steps what you really need. So based on your needs, we set the price. But the program that's going to get you from literal nothing or just from diversifying to extra 10 to 15K per month just from purely YouTube organic, which is 100% profit, meaning we are going to generate you extra 150K per year, is going to be just $5,000. And what this means is that you're going to get a 2,900% ROI in just the first year, which for me seems like a no-brainer, but of course I'm going to let you decide when you join on that sales call. Now, what do we actually guarantee from this? Because we can say this, but the online space is literally trash. So let's talk in detail what we are guaranteeing. So we guarantee that if you invest into the full program and by the end of the 16th week you don't make 10K per month, we give every single penny back, and that's purely from your YouTube traffic. And even though this literally sounds great, a lot of people don't still believe us. So this is exactly how we're going to write the contract. And if you hop on the sales call and I send over the contract and it's not like this, you can call me out on this, okay? So this is the contract what we're going to sign. On the guarantee, if partner A, aka us, doesn't achieve the set amount within the 16-week period, partner B is eligible for a refund of all payments made to partner A under this agreement when you sign the contract. The refund guarantee. Suppose partner A doesn't achieve the targeted revenue increase, $10,000, within the 16 weeks. In that case, partner A is eligible for a refund of all payments received for partner B during this course of agreement. So we literally guarantee to you that if you invest $5,000 into a program that's going to get you to 120K per year, that's a 2,900% ROI in just the first year. And think about the next ones, number 2, number 3, number 4, because we all know that YouTube is the best game right now to be in. Okay, so that's stage number 3. Now, let's go to stage number 4. Because, okay, guys, but what are the results? Who have you worked with? Let me show you, let me see testimonials. Now, let me show you exactly right now who we have worked with. And some people we haven't included due to privacy, but these people have allowed us to show you these things. And of course, after I've showed you and went through all of these things, you can then watch these people's testimonials who have already given us. So let's start with number 1, Nolan Glaze. We have been working with him for 1.5 years now. We're exactly his social manager. We built all of the systems, all of the content, and scaled together to 700K subs. Secondly, Grant Threshold. In 6 months, we got 500,000 views. We went from 0 subs to 15K plus and cash collected 20K in 48 hours on just one launch. More Stanman. We went together from 30K subs to 250K together. Then Shiv, Shetti. We had multiple 7K pips on his coaching offer just after the first week of starting working together. Now, next one, Seth Dyer. We had a 10% conversion rate on 1K product and we are generating highly qualified leads to his 3K priced coaching offer. Now, Joachim, 100 views equal 1 client. That's literally insane if you think about it. Now, Jake Dawson, we have successfully launched an organic PSL and it's very in the first stages. So this was the 4th stage. This is the exact people who we have worked with, and some people we haven't shown due to privacy. Of course, you're going to understand that. Otherwise, let me roll the testimonials. If you guys really like what I've talked about, there's a link down below to book a call and let's start working together. I've shown you everything, okay? So otherwise, let's roll the testimonials.
Hey, what's up? Shiv, Shetti here. Just wanted to record a quick video testimonial for my man Robert and the work that he's done for me so far with my YouTube channel. So I run an info product business We sell high ticket coaching offers for copywriters, and we are currently in the process of scaling to the mid 7-figure level. So that being said, as you can imagine, we spend a lot of money on meta ads. Now, on some months, our spend has been $800 to $1,000 per day, sometimes even more. And ads are great for scaling up, but even a few quiet weeks with the sales team where they aren't closing as many deals as they usually do, well, those costs really eat into our margin. And this is exactly why this year I wanted to take YouTube Organic much more seriously. And it's why I decided to work with Robert, which is something that I'm very glad I decided to do. So right from the jump, Robert has come in and he's mapped out our entire strategy for the YouTube channel. And this is not just some like quick little Google Doc he's knocked up. I'm talking a full strategic positioning guide taking into account all of our competitors on YouTube, a full entire breakdown of the branding and the messaging, the initial key video topics designed not just to get high views, but high intent views so that we can book quality calls to our sales team, as well as a whole bunch more. I've been doing this for almost a decade now, and in that time, I've worked with a ton of agencies and marketing service providers, some who charge north of $20,000 just to get started up front. And so when I say that the strategy plan that Robert mapped out was genuinely fantastic, I say that from the perspective of knowing what industry norms are for this kind of stuff and how much better Robert's plan was for us right from the jump. And so right now, even though we are still only a few months into our working relationship, my channel is already getting us a lot of high quality leads and bookings for our sales team. Just like I said, Robert is not just going for pure volume of views, he's going for high intent views. So our sales guys are super happy with the YouTube leads that we're getting. In fact, they're on my case to record more content to send to Robert so they can close more of these easy deals that YouTube Organic's laying up. And even right now with a very small channel, we are on pace to be closing at least 2 to 3 new deals every month just from YouTube, and we are literally just getting started on this journey. I can imagine, 3 months, 6 months down the line, when we have even more momentum with more uploads, subscribers, a bigger viewer base, that we can very comfortably and conservatively close 8 to 10 new deals every single month just from YouTube Organic, just by executing the strategy plan that Robert mapped out. With his fantastic edits as well as consistent consulting and advice on how I can record better videos that get more attention and keep that attention, leading to even more opt-ins to my list, quality bookings for my sales team, as well as closes and PIFs month in, month out. I mean, it's been a fantastic start with Robert. I have no complaints at all, and I'm looking forward to what the rest of the year holds as we build momentum and really scale up with YouTube Organic as a fantastic and insanely profitable source of sales alongside our ads. Now, Robert executes fast, he always responds to messages fast, and quotes fairly too. So if you sell high ticket programs, coaching, courses, consulting, or info products of any kind, Robert is your guy if you, just like me, want to take YouTube Organic much more seriously, to buttress yourself against spending too much on ads as you scale up, and to maximize profit and margins.
So I've worked a solid 2 months with Robert. I think Robert is an amazing guy, amazing energy. Like, his energy really motivated me actually to create more content again. And I think he did a really good job. I think he's so good at writing YouTube scripts. I think he's very strong at editing. Like, he actually showed me that I was capable to make professional YouTube videos just if I had a good script and good editing. So yeah, I'm really happy to work with him. I think he's an amazing personality, and I think he is a plus on anybody's team.
How much time have we been working together? Me and Mr. Robert. Robert and I worked together for, I want to say 1.5 years, almost 2 years. Long time. Real long time. And I know there's more questions to this, but like, look, if that doesn't say enough, I don't know what does. I'll leave it there. Question number 2. How was the process of working together, working with Robert? I've worked with a lot of editors as a content creator. I've edited stuff myself. It's always an interesting process, right? It varies from person to person. Is the communication good and the product's bad? Or, is the communication bad but the product's good? Robert, super easy to work with. And honestly, just a breath of fresh air in the content space. He's always honest, which is what I ask at the very minimum, right? Like, he just says it like it is if something's come up or if there's a problem. But regardless, was just reliable. Was always reliable. You know, he was always getting the work done. He was always getting work done at a rate that, like, we could not get him enough content, which, again, should say enough, but was always a pleasure to work with, honestly. It kind of follows up the next question. It says, what's the best part of working together? His reliability. His reliability and the speed of the work. There's no one better. I've been in this for 5 years, almost 6 now. Hands down, the most reliable guy I've ever worked with. Plain and simple. Question number 4. Where did you start and where did you end up? Now, Robert, I was working with Robert on my second YouTube channel, More Stanman, specifically doing the short form clips. And, you know, that channel started 0 subs. And now it's at 200,000 plus. A lot of that having to do with the short form content. You know, unfortunately, I'm not continuing that channel anymore, but that is by no means Robert's fault. That is because of the state of FIFA. So, again, was a massive part in the growth of my YouTube channel, to say the very least, like very, very least. Then the last, but certainly not least, why would you recommend Mr. Robert /me/us, you know what I mean? Listen, if you're a content creator, you know how hard it is to find good talent /people in this space, let alone like editors that just do the job and communicate with you. So if you're looking for someone that's, you know, not only a hard worker, but like reliable, I'd recommend Robert. And, you know, the one thing too is he kind of came into the FIFA space and there's a lot of like, you know, certain things about FIFA editing, and he would ask questions and we taught him and he would implement that into his editing. And it was just all in all a pleasure to work with. And genuinely, if I had something to work with him on right now, I would do it, but I don't. So whoever sees this, you better hire him, because when I find something, I will.